Here we go. Big breath in. Quick warm up so we can get through more of our workout. 3, 6, and let's circle it out. And reverse. 2, 3, 4. And let's do some shoulder circles. Check in with how your shoulders are feeling. 3, 4, and arms out, little circles. And flip them back. And then let's roll in the socket. Make sure your shoulders are going forwards and backwards, stretching chest and back, not just turning your wrists. You guys know that already. And let's swing our arms. Get the blood moving out to the extremities. Nice, nice. I decided this morning I'm seeking spring like an addict. So after this, you guys have pictures of spring in your neighborhood. Send them my way. Just realizing over the years I planted daffodils all around our complex as my little version of guerrilla gardening. Just come down to our hips. So we have hundreds of daffodils. And they always come up a little bit later up here just because we're so high than they do anywhere else. Now we're taking bets on when exactly they're going to come up because they're under 15 feet of snow right now. So June, July, we're going to be late to the party. So anybody's got signs, I'm welcoming them. I know it's spring somewhere. And let's do some figure eights. Start waking up those knees and ankles. And reverse direction. Yeah, it made you think. Good. Hands on knees, circle it out. And we're going to give it a little extra love to our ankles and our feet today. So let's plant our foot in the floor and circle that out. And we'll go in both directions. Switching sides. Keep pressing that foot into the floor. Don't just wiggle your foot around. I guess that loosens up your ankle too. I like having a little bit of that traction going. Okay. Take one foot out, do our wiggles. So we have some band work to start. And we're going to rotate and lift. So we need bands and weights for this first activation set. This is why we're working ankles. I have no balance today. Do upper body bands. Do some windmills for shoulder stability. Go the other side. And some frog squats, which will keep working through your ankles. And you should be ready for the whole workout. Rotate and lift. Take our feet nice and wide. And sink into it, side to side. And come back to center, one heel up, the other heel up. So working against your body weight. And then both heels up. See if you can do this without lifting your whole body up. Just your heels. Stay as low as you can. 2 more. Good. Shoulder drops. You just rolled out of bed. Or just got up from your chair. Just check in with how your back is feeling. Let's do one more pair. Right and to the left. And roll it up. Okay, grab a flat band. Remember, you get to adjust the tension however you want. You can do palms down. You can do palms up. For this, we're going to go 3 directions. 30 seconds. And I have this. Yeah, 30 15s for the beginning. Here we go. So shoulder width, start there, see what it feels like. And let's go. So if your band is really easy, you're gonna be able to pull this with your arms without even engaging your back. Think about doubling over your band. You keep going. Do you feel like you have to use your back to make that pull? Right, we want to give our arms and the rotator cuffs, shoulders, little muscles, all the support that they need. And 15 seconds off, then we'll go in the other direction or on a diagonal. That is not the other direction. We have 5 seconds. Roll your shoulders. The idea is to get them nice and warm, working well. And here we go. The more you try to lock out your arms, initiate movement with your back, the more back you're going to need to use. And if your band is too hard, you can always change your position. And we're done. It's 30 seconds. So what we don't want is this, where it's all arm. We want this, where you're actually pulling, you feel those back muscles engaging. Even if it's not a big pull. Is it going this way, this way, this way? Going the other way. We got both arms moving. We have 5 seconds left. I'm feeling it in my shoulders too. And rest. 15 seconds. Find a medium weight. Post up for our windmills. Remember, we start with our feet facing wider than hips. Feet forward. Bring toes to the side. Post it up. And let's go. Trying to keep your arms 180 degrees. Pulling that shoulder down. Top of your shoulder away from your ears. Hand always up to the ceiling. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Shake that arm out. Shake that shoulder out. We'll get set up for side 2. Excuse my voice. Let's rack that weight up and up. Pop that hip out as far as you can. Try not to bend from your waist. When the hip stops moving, you stop moving. Shoulders pull down. Back muscles engaged. You have about 5 seconds left. Do a few more. You got this. Nice. And rest. So let's take those tired back muscles and stretch them out. You have frog squats, not pumps, squats coming in. 3 seconds. And let's squeeze those legs together, squeeze those heels together. Get that midline working. See if you can keep your fingertips on the floor. First time through, we'll keep it down like this. You want to make sure everything is pulling in. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Hands on your knees and roll it up. Grab a drink, we'll have a 30-second break. And we'll go right back into another round of band work. Take your arms out. Grab your band. You double it over to make it a little more challenging. Single it, undouble it if you need a little bit more slack this time. So 30 seconds, It's the last time we're going through this. Nice. Try not to hunch up your shoulders by your ears, it just makes it harder. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. We're going in diagonals. I'm going to single up. Sometimes if you're singling, it's too easy, but you don't want to double because it's too hard. You can just bring your hands closer together. And let's go for getting that stretch. Pull that band apart. Diagonal 1. We have 5 seconds left on this side. 3, 2, 1. Roll the shoulders. Shimmy them out, whatever it takes. Roll up on your toes. My ankles are still cracking. Let's get set up on side 2 and let's hit it. Five more seconds. And rest. Okay. Grab your weight. Use your weight. Spread that weight, get into position. Pull that shoulder away from your ear. Create that space. Nice straight arm up to the ceiling, not wavering. Well, hopefully not wavering. Shoulder stability, just as important as mobility. I'll start with the strong back. And rest. Bring that weight down. Shifting sides. Remember, even if your toes are going this way, your body's facing forward. Let's rack the weight, lift it up, and go. Almost there. And rest. That weight down. Come down to our squat. This time, if you want to bring it up to standing, go ahead. I want you to squeeze your legs together at the top. Up and down. If this makes you dizzy, by all means, keep your head down. Squeeze and reach. 10 seconds. And rest. Good work. Grab a drink. Let's get set up for the workout. We have curtsy lunges. You can add balance, you can add more weight, or we can add power by making it a skater jump. We have our standing chest press and lat pull, our alternating lunges with the bicep curl to the overhead press. We have side lunges with the front raise. Your shoulders are getting no rest today. Our flies to scarecrow pose or goalpost. Our swings, our good mornings, and our kickbacks. We're gonna have beautiful arms. We're gonna get going in about, let's go 40 seconds. Find your weights, find the things that you need, set up your space. Some might be lighter weights, some might be heavier weights. If you only have one set of weights, you don't have to go very far. So that's 15 seconds. Will keep us, keep my head straight when I'm looking at the clock. 10 seconds. We'll go 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. And as usual, 8 exercises. I need to keep looking at my chart because I can't remember. So curtsy lunges, alternating. This round I'm going a little heavier than I had been. Remember, this is as much work as you can do in 40 seconds, keeping your form spot on perfect. So if you're going too heavy and you feel like you're losing it, slow it down or go lighter. We have 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Put those weights down. We have our standing chest press to lat pull. Goalpost arms, we go in 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and pull. Nice. That one doesn't feel so bad, does it? We have less than 10 seconds left. Pace yourself. Build your body. Here we go. And rest. I'm gonna keep these weights. First round, we'll keep them. We're going into our reverse lunge, bicep curl, overhead press. And we'll go in 3, 2, 1. So 1 1/4, bicep press, step together. 1 1/4, 2. Nice. Don't forget to breathe. I can't hear you. I want you to keep breathing. If you stop breathing, we have a big problem. Okay, less than 10 seconds. Give me what you got. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. We have our side lunge with the front raise. You might want to go a little bit lighter or not. So if you decide not to do the quarter pulse, there's no police. But let's hit it. 1 1/4 and a raise over to the other side. And a front raise. Sink those hips down as low as you can. The front raise is an add-on. Unlike sometimes when we do the overhead press, it's integral. It's not. Just hold you in that side lunge a little bit longer. 3, 2, and 1. Weights down or up. We are coming into our L-flies. We go at 5 seconds. It's a little bit of a power move. Feet are wide. We're gonna start with the push down. So pop it up. There you go. All in the hips. Follow through with the arms with the rotation. A little bit of a hinge and a snap. Knees only slightly bend. Form is most important. Your heart rate will come up anyway. And rest. Put that weight down. 20 seconds. You can go a little bit heavier for our swings. I always start with the swings in between my feet. Whew, not much of a rest here. Let's get ready. One arm swings. Up and up. And switch arms. Nice. You're not necessarily going up to the ceiling. Just want you to feel that weight, feeling weightless. You're transferring power. 3, 2, last one. Here we go. Woo. And weight down. If you have a chance to try that with the kettlebell, it's a lot more fun. And we're going to go into our extended good mornings. So again, we need a band, a little heavier. Starting shoulder, hinging back, reaching out, and lifting up. Think about your ribs staying right in line with your pelvis. So as we extend out, we're not flaring or arching. And as we pull down, we're holding that posture kind of like a plank. Here we go. Nice. Up, pull down, make those back muscles work. 5 seconds. And done. Okay, 15 seconds, and we go into our tricep kickbacks and we'll have finished our first round. So choose your weapon. Oops. Get into your hinge. Hips are holding you. Elbows up and go. Neck is neutral. If I turn to look at you, don't you turn to look at me. Elbows stay up. So coming all the way up to your shoulders isn't necessary. What it does is it allows you to add the momentum. So I want you to stop your swing here and up. There we go. We'll do that in round 2. Less momentum, more muscle strength. Let's take a minute and a half here. Stretch, catch your breath. Reset your weights, figure out what bands you want, what weights you want. If you have choices, take advantage of them. Grab a drink. Stretch out your back, stretch out your legs, stretch out your ankles. Just check with how your body feels like. About 20 more seconds. That's inconsistent with what I just told you, I'm sorry. We can do this. We can do this. Turn the heater off. Okay, we're going to start with our curtsies. You want, let's go another 30 and I'll explain what the differences are. So if you've been turning your body, think about keeping your body straight. You can add a balance, or you can have weight on your shoulder and just pick up the pace. So not a big skater squat like we do without weights. Use the weight, go down slow, spring it up. Go down slow, spring it up. See what that feels like. Whew, let's go. In 3, 2, 1. Down. Slow, 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 fast. Slow, slow, fast. You're making that standing leg work. I'm feeling it too. And take your time. It doesn't mean you have to do the whole thing speedy. Pay attention to what your body's doing. Keep your form exceptionally good. And 3, 2, 1. Whew, I got my heart rate up. Wasn't even really jumping. Just changing the pace. Okay, going into our chest press lat pull combo. Stack your ribs over your hips, so they're not arching to lift. And let's hit it. Halfway through. You do you. 3, 2, 1. I slowed down on that one also. Okay. Going into our lunging in 15 seconds. Whoops, it's 10 seconds. Catch your breath. We have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it back. 1 1/4 and a press. Halfway through. Find it easier to come into that bicep curl as I'm standing. Everything comes up, and everything comes down. Up, up, and down, and done. Yay! Okay. We are flying, flying, flying. I have sweat blinding me. Sweat coming into my eye. Oh, our front raises. You would think I have this memorized. I'm sorry, I don't. But here we go. Side lunge to a front raise. Side lunge, front raise. Nice shapely shoulders. Strong hips and legs. Nice. 5 seconds. Time flies sometimes when you're having fun. Sometimes it doesn't. And we're done. We have our L flies, then our 1 arm swings. You have 10 seconds. Shoulders really aren't getting a break today, are they? Here we go. Feet wider. Push down. Snap it up. Push. So we're not bending to touch the floor. You're keeping your back nice and flat. So your hips hinging back and forward. I don't want to see anyone rounding. Try to reach the floor. 10 seconds. I want your back staying nice and flat. Shoulders away from your ears, and we are done. The problem with light weights is it's easy to roll and then roll up, And then it's your spine doing all the work, but your spine not working. But the muscles around the spine holding it nice and strong. Okay, into our swings. Again, back sits neutral. Hips are doing the work. Weight should be floating up. One more. Here we go, and we're done. Good. The way I know what weight is right for doing swings is you would not be able to lift it up easily like this without adding that snap to power the weight up. Okay, bands. Hinge, reach, lift, and pull. Hinge, flat back, up, and pull. You know, a lot of people would look at this workout and think we're doing all back. We are strengthening the back. The primary muscles that are supporting the back are your hips and your lats. All the other muscles are doing the work to help stabilize. Up and down. So if you're rolling through your back on these things, we're done. Get ready to do triceps in 10 seconds. If you're rolling through your back, eventually to get stronger, start adding heavier weights. You're really going to feel it in your back. Get used to using your hips and the bigger muscle groups in your body. That's what these workouts are all about. Hands stay down to the floor and go back. Now try not to bring them all the way to your shoulder, up to your shoulders. No biceps. I don't care how much you want to work them. You can do that on your own. Let's isolate those triceps. They're just kicking back. Five seconds. Good. So we have a little break. I'll show you. It might make not much sense and you might not even realize you're doing it, but we're down here. If you start here, you're getting momentum to swing up to here. Why everybody stop here? So we're not, you can add the bicep later. I don't care. We've done biceps already today. If your arm is at 90 degrees, you have to work harder to kick it up. So we're doing this rather than this, where you get the swing going. And you'll still feel it in your triceps. Momentum is helping you. And so we want to minimize momentum on that one move. We're doing momentum on lots of other moves. Let's stretch out those triceps. While we're here, we'll take another minute. Grab a drink, have a stretch. And then we'll go through round three. You know, I wonder if it's not a good thing to be changing up the workout because these two, I just have a hard time keeping all the exercises straight in my head. I don't think I've ever gone 4 weeks having to remind myself what we're doing. So we'll mix it up next week, try some new things. Ooh. Let's bounce a little bit. Keep working your ankles, keep them woken up. Let's grab some weights. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Any curtsy you want. I'm going to come up to a balance. Curtsy, balance. All we're asking with all of these moves Just keep that one leg that's in front working really hard. Whoop. There we go. If you've been twisting, try keeping your hips a little more forward. See what that feels like. May or may not feel something different on your IT band if you're doing these. 10 more seconds. Last one, here we go. Down, up, weights down. Going a little lighter for upper body. We'll go in 10 seconds. So as you're doing these, think about your ribs staying right over your pelvis, not arching, flaring, and let's hit it. Open that chest, work that back. Squeeze, open, pull. Good. Guys are looking good. Whew. This is how we know we're getting to the end of the workout. My shoulders are getting so tired. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, hold on to those weights. If you're going to use them again for our lunges, we have 10 seconds. I can't believe it's still snowing. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. I just shouldn't look out my window. 1 1/4. Up and press. 1 1/4. Up and press. And press. Up and press. Good. Good. Almost there. Find your balance. It's your workout. Slow it down if you need to. 3, 2, last one. Nice work. Let's put one weight down. We'll go in 10 seconds. Maybe let's go towards your non-dominant side first. 3, 2, 1. Side lunge and lift. If you've been pressing on your thigh, just like I have, think about bringing your arm out behind you. See what that feels like. Sink it down. Try doing no arms for support. You don't have to, it's just an idea. Down and up. And up. Good. One little pulse. And up. 5 seconds left of these. And last one, even up your sides. Just down. Find your pair of weights that you're going to use. We're doing our L-flies. Push down, pull up. I'm staying a little heavier. I might slow down. You keep your pace, yours. Push down, snap it up. Push down, snap it up. Do not work through your back. Feel your hips, feel your shoulders, your spine to feel like it's along for the ride. Not that it's rounding and bending and trying to do all the work. Good. Power takes a lot of energy. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, 20 seconds. We're going to go into our swings. Inhale. Exhale, let your heart rate come down. Grab your weight. Highly recommend trying kettlebells. And here we go. Switching arms. snap those hips. Seconds halfway through. Plenty of time to rest when we're done with the set. I'm getting tired too. Stay with me. 10 more seconds. Oh. Feel that weight float. Last one. Woo. Bring that weight down safely. Find your band. Big slow breath. Catch your breath. Hands pull apart at the shoulders. Hinging with the flat back. Reaching up, always up towards the ceiling, not the floor. And down. Maybe your heart rate will come down as you're doing this. Maybe not. Everyone's different. Pull, hinge, reach, unhinge, and pull down. Your glutes and your lats work together. I like this move because it pulls it all together. Last one. Nice. 20 seconds. We'll do our last round of triceps. Really try to focus on stopping that momentum. That's your triceps working too. Control up, control down. Control up, control down. Okay, hinging over, elbows up and up. Emphasize that squeeze at the top. That's what makes those triceps work. That's why we're doing this move. It's that up movement. Squeeze those triceps. Make them cry. No, sorry, make them sing. 10 more seconds. Woohoo. And 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Oh. Nice, nice work. Ooh, stretch those babies out. We'll take 7:59. Take about a minute and a half here before we do our low rider finisher. Maybe enough time to go twice or 3 times on each side. Burn out our legs so that we're happy to sit for the rest of the day. Yeah, we're not going to sit for the rest of the day, are we? I'm going to grab a drink. We have another 45 seconds or so. No weights needed. It's all body weight. We're staying as low as we can. We still have 30 seconds. I'm just battling. The stationary leg is doing all the work. But it's kind of moving too, because it's moving as in response to what your moving leg is doing. So staying strong, staying stable is what it's all about. We'll go in 15 seconds. 20 seconds moving, 20 seconds in a reverse lunge, 20 seconds to recover, and then we switch sides. So let's get into position. Start back, stay nice and low. 20 seconds here. Get those arms going. We're halfway through. Make that leg tired. 3, 2, 1. Hold it back. 20 seconds here. It's okay to put your hands on your leg, or you cannot. And just rest here. Doing this, you're using your core. It all works to build. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Shake it out. Start getting set up on the other side, leg 2 in front. Make sure you're not going to trip on anything. We go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and low. Backwards and forwards. Rolling up onto your toes, back to your whole foot. Halfway through. When you get nasty, you can do this on the stair, but we're not. Last one, hold it back. Stay as low as you can. Woo hoo hoo hoo. I'm feeling it too. Feels good. The cry you're feeling is the cry of your legs after 12 miles on the trail. And come out of there, shake it out. We want to feel this way after a good long day, right? Not at the beginning of the day. And working now, building that strength, building that stamina. So you can go longer, go farther, work harder. Okay, side 1 in 3, 2, 1. Backwards and forwards. Nice and low. 3, 2, 1. Hold it down. Oh my goodness. Where's that campsite? These are honestly the things I feel when my legs get tired. Where is that campsite? Here we go. Oh, I have a squirrel outside my window. They cleared our roof last night. And so my window has chunks of ice blocks all over the front of it. The little squirrel just came down, peeking in the window. It was cute. Don't know what they eat. Oh, there he is again. Side 2 in 3, 2, 1. I don't know what the wildlife is doing now up here. I think it's harder to hunt as the snow gets compacted. We've had friends send pictures of coyotes hanging out in doorways, looking miserable while it's snowing outside. And back and hold. You got this. You got this. You got this. Strong legs, supporting strong knees. Other people are seeing bobcats out in the middle of the day, trying to hunt through the snow. 3, 2, 1. Take it out. Now I have a squirrel outside my window. Let's do some butt kicks. We're all done. Just loosen up those quads. Nice and easy. See if you can bring your heart rate down. Good. Now let's lift up, not around, up, and around. Take one foot out front, push those hips back, stretch out the hamstring of the straight leg. Add toe taps if that feels good. Keep working your ankle. Everything's connected, you know that. And switch sides. Whew. Hinging back, hamstring stretch, pull back of the leg. Add those toe taps if they feel good. Come up to standing, shake your legs a little bit more. Hold on to something for balance for those tired legs. And let's go into a quad stretch. So foot on piece of furniture in your hand. You want to press down into it. Let's go to the other side. So some people have their quad stretch here, not anyone I can see right now, but in general, I see it here. See it here, I see it out here. Put your legs as close together as you can, pulling your knee back. So it's in line or just behind where your standing knee is. Let's bring that down. Let's take our feet nice and wide. Let's drop one shoulder. Stretch through your back. You can sink down as slow as you want, but it's your choice what it feels like. Just want you to get that back stretch right now. We'll go into a leg stretch in a minute or so. And let's switch sides. And while we're here, swing your hands to the floor and straighten your legs. Forward fold. If it feels good to keep your hands on the floor, keep them there. If it feels good to maybe bring your arms up or your hands up to your elbows. Let's hang out here in ragdoll. Nod your head yes, shake your head no, take all the tension out of your neck. Let your body be heavy, let your back stretch, the back of your legs stretch. And we'll come all the way over to one side and reach down for that ankle. Holding onto your ankle gives you a little bit of traction, or your calf or your knee, whatever you get to. And let's walk across the other side. And coming back to center, let's come down on the floor onto hands and knees. And let's make those big restorative circles. Let's go 4 in each direction. And reverse. Or let's come into a thread the needle. Change my camera. Child's pose with the thread the needle. If the shoulders a nice big stretch, we worked them pretty hard today. And let's switch sides. So reaching to the side with one arm, reaching forward with the other. You can sink into this stretch, or you can make it as active as you want, trying to reach. Either way, just make sure you're getting a good stretch. One more big breath in. More big breath out. And then let's come into child's pose. You can keep your knees wide. Put your forehead on the floor. Sink your hips back. Take your hands behind your back and lift up. Keep pulling your shoulders away from your ears as you lift your hands up to the ceiling and you pull your hips down. Bring our hands down on the floor. Take our legs back and come into an up dog. So you're going to squeeze your booty, drop your hips down. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. And look up if it feels good. And let's come up onto hands and knees again. Let's round the spine and lengthen or arch the spine, whatever feels right for your back right now. Cat cow, your version of it. Make sure your flexion and extension are where you want it to be, that it feels good. Take any tension and tightness out. And then we're gonna do some lateral flexions. Look over your left shoulder and hit your left hip over. Over your right shoulder, hit your right hip over. So it's like you're wagging your tail. Let's come to sitting. That just come to laying down. Crossing both legs, knee over knee. Put them in. Twist a little bit in the direction your top leg is going. So if your left leg is on top, tip to the right, and vice versa. Oh, it feels good. And let's switch legs. And tip a little bit in that direction. One last stretch. Let's do open book. So come onto one side, tuck your knees up to your chest, hold on to them with your bottom hand. And let's open up. Oh, work with your breath. Use your inhales to expand your lungs, stretch out your rib cage. Use your exhales to go a little bit deeper into that stretch. Might be getting some pops along your spine. It's all good. Nice work this morning. Stay here about 5 more seconds, and then we'll roll over. Go to side 2. Do a little butt pivot. You guys can turn your back to me. It's okay. Let's roll over. Get to side 2. Tuck your knees up. Hold on to your legs with your bottom hand. You're keeping your knees stacked. Reach forward and open up like a book. If you're stuck, you can make it a little bit more dynamic and try a few times to get into it, or work with your breath. Expand the rib cage, stretches those muscles that we're trying to get to. Exhale helps to relax. Okie dokie. Let's gently bring ourselves back up to sitting. We are done. It's just a little bit after 8:15. Great work this morning. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next week. Have a good weekend.